Hello friends, myself Dr. Nidhi Darbari on My Education Treasure. In my previous video, I had discussed about the components of set induction skill. In the present video, today I am going to discuss about the micro lesson plan of set induction skill. The various components of set induction or introduction skill are use of previous knowledge, preliminary attention gaining, use of appropriate device, arousing motivation, relevance and sequencing of questions and statements, duration of introduction, and topic declaration. Utilization of previous knowledge. One cannot teach in vacuum. An appropriate introduction of a new lesson has to be based on the previous knowledge, learning experiences acquired through formal or informal education, direct or indirect experience of the student. Through this skill, the teacher knows the status of motivation, intellectual abilities, and socio cultural background of the student. It refers to the level of achievement from previous experience, which is a must. It helps the teacher to establish integration between the pre-existing knowledge of the student and the new knowledge that the teacher wants to impart. It should concentrate on the same topic which is to be started for teaching. This will create interest in the teachers for teaching new contents. Therefore, a teacher has to take care of the following things: the knowledge of the subject acquired by the student in the previous classes or days of the present session, the general awareness of students with their physical and social environment, devices and techniques of exploring the previous knowledge, techniques of establishing links between previous and new knowledge, ability of creating situations in the class for utilization of previous experiences. This has to be done naturally and spontaneously. Preliminary attention gaining. In the beginning of a lesson, the students are not in an attentive mood, being mentally unprepared for learning. The teacher's duty is to create desire for learning among the students by doing some activity or creating curiosity. The teacher can employ different attention attracting activities such as telling a story, recalling the previous experiences by using voice, gesture, and eye contact, use of audiovisual aids, changing the pattern of teacher student interaction, etc. Use of appropriate device. The teacher, while introducing a lesson, uses appropriate devices to motivate the students towards the lesson, such as questioning, use of examples, analogies, similarities, storytelling, describing related instances, lecturing, describing, narrating, use of audiovisual aids, role playing, dramatization, demonstration, experimentation, visits or excursion, etc. The use of such devices should be suitable to the age, unit to be taught, experience, maturity level, interest, culture of the student. The device could be relevant only if they are related to the aims of the lesson. Unrelated devices confuse the student and do not contribute towards establishing a healthy rapport with them. Monotonous type of teaching bores the student, which can be controlled by selecting audio-visual aids properly. Arousing motivation. The teacher should link the required previous knowledge with the present knowledge with motivation. He should use the questions or activities to motivate the students towards the current topic or concept before declaring the topic. Relevance and sequencing of questions and statements. The teacher should use relevant questions to recall previous knowledge to generate motivation towards the lesson and attract attention of the students. Coordination is must among ideas, questions, and statements which must have some relationship with the new contents to be taught, and these content must be selected to the predetermined objectives. There should be continuity in the information presented to the students. One question or statement on the part of the teacher should lead to the other related one. What is done at a particular moment should be properly related to students' previous responses, and it should be properly related with the preceding activity of the teacher himself. What is stated, asked, demonstrated, dramatized, or illustrated should contribute maximum toward the introduction of lesson. Testing of the previous knowledge, utilization of past experiences, establishing cognitive and affective rapport with students, making the students feel the need of studying the lesson, and pinpointing the aims of lesson. Duration of introduction. Introduction should neither be too lengthy or too short. Its duration should be restricted to the creation of interest and motivation in the students. Topic declaration. The teacher should declare the topic after introducing a lesson. It indicates the beginning of presentation of the lesson. By the topic declaration, the student will be able to understand what they are going to be learning in that period. Observation schedule for set induction skill. The pattern of observation schedule for set induction skill, the name of the student teacher will be written, class will be written, date on which the plan will be taught will be written, subject will be written, the topic which he is going to teach that will be written, in which period he is going to teach that will be written, and the duration of the lesson will be written, name of the supervisor will be written. Instruction: rate the performance and indicate it by circling the letter. Legend: A means 95 to 100% correct use of the component. B means 85 to 94% of the correct use of component. C means 75 to 84% correct use of component. D means 65 to 74% of correct use of component. And E means below 65% correct use of component. Component of the set induction skill will be written in one column, like use of previous knowledge. Then the frequencies will be written 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the grade will be written on the right hand side. Preliminary attention gaining component is written. Use of appropriate device will be written. Arousing motivation will be written. Relevance and sequence of questions and statement is to be written. And duration of introduction will also be written over there, and the topic declaration will be written. Evaluation sheet of set induction skill. On the basis of the evaluation sheet, a decision is taken regarding teaching and reteaching. In this, a 7-point scale bearing 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is used, recording that which component of the skill has been used frequently. Marking 0 means that the component of the skill was completely absent in the process of the lesson. Marking 1, 2, 3, 4 means the component is normal in the skill. Similarly, marking 5, 6, 7 depicts the maximum presence of the respective component in the process of the lesson. The pattern of evaluation sheet of set induction skill is to be written in this the name of the student teacher, class, date, subject, topic, period, duration, and name of the supervisor has to be written. In the left hand corner, the components of the set induction skill will be written, and on the opposite side the frequencies will be written. Minimum, normal, and maximum frequencies. The components of the set induction skill will be same, like use of previous knowledge, preliminary attention gaining, use of appropriate device, arousing motivation, relevant statements and questions, duration of introduction, and topic declaration. If you found the video to be informative and interesting, I request you all to please give a like to the video to motivate me, share it with others, and subscribe it so that whenever I upload a new video, you will get a notification. Micro lesson plan of set induction skill. In this, the name of the student teacher has to be written, class and date have also to be written, subject I have written science, topic is structure of I, period and duration will be written, name of the supervisor has to be written. Teacher's activity will be teacher enters the classroom and wishes the students good morning. Student activity will be good morning sir. Teacher activity will be how are you all students. Student activity we are all fine, thank you sir. Students, can you tell me what are organs? Students activity will be organs are parts of body that perform different function. This is the component that is used is use of previous knowledge. The teacher asked Sheba to switch off the fan. Why did I ask you to switch on the fan? Because it is too hot, the student will answer. Relevant statement and questions. What happened when the fan is switched on? It student activity that has become pleasant. The component used is preliminary attention gaining. Which part of the body is affected when the fan was switched on? This is the teacher activity. Skin was affected when the fan was switched on. Component of the skill will be arousing motivation. Name the different touch sensation which can be identified by the skin. The teacher asks. Heat, cold, touch and pain is the response given by the student. Name any other sense organ. The teacher asks. Smell through nose, ear to hear and tongue to taste. The component used is arousing motivation. How many taste receptors are there was asked by the teacher. There are 4 receptors: sweet, sour, salty and bitter. This is the student's response. The component used is use of previous knowledge. Which organ is used to see? The teacher asks. Eyes are used to see. The student's response. The component used is arousing motivation. The chart depicting structure of eye is shown to the students. Today we will study structure of eye was teacher's question statement. Appropriate use of teaching device and topic declaration were the components that were used. There is a note in this that the skill of set induction and closure are not practiced in microteaching, as there is no meaning to practice these two skills in microteaching in isolation. It is most inappropriate to introduce a lesson which does not take place, and it is also inappropriate to provide closure to a lesson which has not taken place. But still, I have prepared the lesson for the set induction for students' convenience. Thank you very much for patiently watching the video, and don't forget to subscribe.